Hi everybody. I can't tell you how excited I am today to show you a video of the factory where they make the Jansen MB500. So to be clear, Jansen doesn't actually make this unit. This unit is made by TradePeak. They're a large Chinese company that makes this excavator and only this model of excavator. And they make it in a very large, very efficient factory. What they do is they will make it branded for a lot of different companies around the world. So you have to place a fairly large order with them, and then you have to have repeat orders going to them. And if you do that, you can have them, they'll make this machine for you in whatever color you want, and they'll brand it for you. So it's not for retail sales, it's wholesale only. So when I purchased this machine and I saw how many thousands of units they must make worldwide, because this is immensely popular in Europe and Australia, it's made under brands like Jansen, NEX, NEX, Zipper, Shepek, Jansen Versand, and others all over the world. So many, many units are produced of this particular model. I really wanted to get a factory video tour. So I reached out to TradePeak to see if they would do me a favor and send me a factory video tour of the product. But, you know, I'm a nobody. I don't buy anything from them. So they were kind of reluctant to help me with that. But I stumbled upon a video from a company called NEX. And they are a large distributor of this particular unit. And they come out of Poland. And they distribute all over the world, really. And on their Facebook page, they had the factory video showing the manufacture of this product. So I reached out to NEX and asked them for permission to use this video, and they granted it to me. So you could have found it on your own if you had searched all over the internet, but I'm going to make it easy for you, and you can see it right here. So here's how we're going to do this. The video is a production video for this company, NEX. It goes kind of fast and there's music with it, and it's a really nice video, but it does go rather fast. But I want you to pay attention while you're watching that video of how they make this unit, because we spoke about this in my previous video. Because this is an intentional design and they only make it one way, it really lends itself to being manufactured in large quantity on an assembly line. And I think you're going to be pretty impressed to see how large this factory is, how clean it is, how many robots they use. They produce most of the parts for this particular machine right in-house. And that way they can control the quality. All the hoses are the same length. The pumps they're using are all the same. I saw a video recently where a guy was saying that the unit he bought, they put the wrong pump on it and it destroyed his Kubota engine. So that's something you don't have to worry about with this, because they make this machine over and over and over the exact same way thousands and thousands of times. So if there are any bugs in the machine, they work them out in engineering because they're doing this day in and day out. But anyways, without further ado, we're going to watch the video, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same video and have you follow along with me. I'm going to slow it down and make some comments on different parts of the video so you get a better idea and feel for how they make this machine. And then I'll come back to you at the end and sum it up. So here we go, the Jansen MB500 factory tour. This isn't some backyard workshop. The Jansen MB500 is built in a purpose-designed factory where every part, every weld happens the same way every time. That consistency is what gives it its strength. Unlike a lot of small excavator makers who mix and match parts or change models every few months, TradePeak sticks to one intentional design. They build the MB500 one way, no variations, no guessing. That means the engineers can design once and perfect it. It also means the weld jigs, laser cutters, and assembly fixtures are dialed in for that exact frame. Over and over again, tight tolerances, repeatable quality. Because it's all the same frame, they can bring most of the work in-house. Those robot welders aren't improvising. They're programmed for precision, hitting the same weld points within a fraction of a millimeter. The result? Welds that are stronger, cleaner, and far more consistent than hand-built imports where every machine is a little different. Now it's time for paint. Hanging the parts keeps the coating even on all sides and prevents drips or mist spots. Instead of wet paint, they use electrostatic powder coating, which bonds to the metal using static charge. The powder is baked on, forming a hard, uniform shell. Every piece exits fully cured, cooled, and ready for final assembly. Instead of piecing them together in small shops, these machines move down a true assembly line. Each station has a defined job: torque checks, hydraulic testing, electrical inspection, just like a major brand machine. The same philosophy carries through to the details: wiring harnesses, hose runs, and fittings. Because they're all identical, they can pre-make wiring looms with proper clips and lengths that actually fit. Hydraulic hoses, every one is the same on every machine. That means less chance of routing mistakes, easier replacements, and no hunting for mystery fittings down the road. By building one model one way, they can focus on improving the process instead of redesigning it. That's what allows TradePeak to hit this sweet spot: factory precision at a small machine price point. So next time you see this machine at work, remember, it's not just a small excavator, it's the result of a design built for repeatability, welded by robots, assembled by people who do it the same way every single day. That's how you get reliability, and that's why I trust my machine. Well, I hope you enjoyed that tour of the factory for the Jansen MB500. I'm just really impressed with the fact that this machine is made in a factory of that quality, clean, efficient, and you can see that they've made this unit over and over and over 1,000 times. So they probably have their quality control down pretty darn well. It doesn't look like it's somebody's backyard workshop. It's a nice, really clean factory. They put it in those crates and they wrap them, and I mean, it's just impressive on what they do with this machine. So I've been very impressed with this machine. I think it's a real high quality product, and because they have that economies of scale by producing that many, they're able to produce a really good product and at a price that I think is pretty darn reasonable. So anyways, that's all for today's video. Hope you liked it, and if you like my content, please like and subscribe. I always appreciate leaving comments. Let me know what you think of these videos also. So until next time, this is Jeff with the Excavator channel, and are you digging or are you filling?